Hey guys, welcome back from your Thanksgiving break. I'm going to focus this week on the percussion instruments, okay? Namely, a lot of the ones that you'll find inside a concert band setting or in the video that I'm going to link with in the description of this video. It's people from the Marine concert band that are showing off some of these percussion instruments. So what I'm going to do, my very best without all this glare, we're going to look through here, and I brought up pictures of the instruments that you're going to be seeing in this video. Some of them are fairly straightforward, and some of them are a little bit out there. But here we go. All right, so our first one that you're going to see inside this, there you go. These are called timpanis, okay? And most people just look at them and see that they look like normal drums. But as you can see down here, these guys have foot pedals, and what that does is it either stretches or loosens up the head and changes the pitch of the drums. Certain pieces, you have to tune these for certain pitches, and then they have to be tuned in between each piece. So these guys are the timpanis, and they're going to show you that in the video. All right, so our next one of the most common ones, this is called a snare drum. Now, one of the big things that make this drum different than other drums is as the name implies, it has what's called a snare. So on the bottom portion of this, underneath, they have these little coil wires, and that's what gives it that little rattling sound. And there's a lever, you can't really see it in the picture, but there's a lever that you can turn off the snare, and it sounds more like a tenor drum, which they'll show you in the video. And then when you pull that lever to tighten it, whenever you hit that drum, those little wires are going to rattle on the bottom, and that's what gives the snare its stereotypical sound. Okay, we focused on the instruments that I have in here as far as our xylophones, metallophones, and glockenspiels, but this is what a full-size xylophone is going to look like inside a concert band setting. As you can see, we had mentioned that on a xylophone you're going to see wooden bars, but they also have these little sound tubes that come down, and then there's going to be different. You'll have the xylophones. They also have glockenspiels, and a lot of the times you'll see what's called a marimba, which is very similar to our metallophones that we looked at with the metal bars, and it has what's just like a piano would have a sustain pedal that they'll press, and then it'll ring, and when they release the pedal, it'll dampen the sounds. But you're going to see them demonstrating a xylophone in this video. Another one, very, very common in our percussion section, are cymbals, and different types of cymbals. They're going to show you these guys, and I have a set of them over here, right here. Big crash cymbals where they hold one in each hand, and psh, and you get the big cymbal sound. What they're also going to show you are some small different pitched cymbals, but along with these crash cymbals, we'll have a gong, which is very easily identifiable when you hear it, and that's the big, typically the large gong cymbal, which gives you the sound that you'll have. But they're also going to show you some smaller gongs and some of the ways that they'll manipulate the sound as well. Okay. Now, the last thing you're going to see in this video are actually Swiss hand bells. Okay, and you can also, they're very similar to what we call staff bells. So right here, these guys are Swiss handbells. Most of you guys have probably seen something like this in maybe like a church handbell choir, which I participated in when I was younger as well. And each one of these guys is a specific pitch. So each person in a handbell choir can be responsible for 2 all the way up to 6 or more bells per person. And there's different ways to hold them where you can play multiple bells with one hand. What they're going to show you in the video is these guys suspended to be more like staff bells, kind of like some setup like this, except they're going to be suspended from the top, and they'll use mallets to hit them. So that's the instruments you're going to be seeing in the video with the Marine Band. So what you do is you go down to the description in this YouTube video, and watch that. And the Microsoft form is going to just ask some basic questions about what we just covered. And I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you guys next week.